What about techniques like tapping? Hey guys, it's John here. I wanted to hop on and talk about focusing techniques like tapping or breathing techniques in meditation or all these techniques that we use. Seems to be one of the big ones that's going around right now. Everybody's talking about, I think it's EFT or something like that, tapping techniques. What do I think of them? I think they're fine. I think that I don't. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I have nothing bad to say about it. What I will say is that when Jeshua did healings, my buddy back here, when he did healings, he was finding things for people to put faith in, and when they would find their faith that that thing works, that's when they would experience the results. So what he would do is he would get them to come to a moment of faith, belief, and they would realize their outcome, realize their healing. And tapping techniques are just kind of like reminder techniques. What I often see, however, is people, no matter what technique it is, I often find people who will lean into the technique to the point where they never come to the belief that it's healed or changed in some way. They come to the belief that they need to tap when they have an experience that's contrary to what they want, right? So they become addicted to the tapping or addicted to the technique. And people ask me about meditation, and I don't call it meditation anymore because people become addicted to the technique of meditation. And then they argue with me that I don't know how to meditate because the way I do it is wrong. Well, it's wrong to them because they're addicted to one specific style, one specific technique. But there is nothing in this physical world that is needed to touch the source, to touch God, to reach nirvana, all the things that all the different religions and spiritual thoughts say. There's nothing in this world needed to do it. The tapping technique is just a technique. But it's a matter of realizing there's got to come a point where you've got to say, okay, the technique worked or it didn't work. And when you come to the faith that it worked, then tapping will work for you. But until you come to the faith that it worked, in the present moment, I am healed. And I did it through tapping. Right? Jeshua rubbed mud on the blind man's eyes and washed it off. Was the mud magic? No. Was Jeshua magic? No. But the blind man needed something tactile to put faith in, belief in. And so he was healed because he believed the magic mud from Jeshua healed him. There's no other place in the Bible where Jeshua used mud like that. He didn't rub it over everybody he touched. He didn't rub it on lepers. He didn't do all those things. He was giving them things to put faith in. And when the woman touched his garment, he said, it was your faith that healed you, because that was the truth of it. All of the techniques are just focusing techniques. But the techniques do nothing unless you believe they do something. And when you get to the point where you believe you've been healed of whatever it is you're working from, then the technique should go away, because you no longer need it. But if you're continuing to use it, you're continuing to fix things, it's no longer a tool used for healing. It's now an addiction you go back to. And so that's my thought on it. And if this is not your thought on it, I respect your belief. But for me, it all comes down to you being divine, you and believing, and you receiving. How you receive and what tools or techniques you use to get there is fine. But when you're on that path of working on it, you will work on it until you believe you're healed. So that's my thought on this. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. The John of New channel is solely funded by your generous donations and purchases of private readings and merchandise. To help out, go to johnofnew.com or use the donation link in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.